Hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Nurture and Awesome, a space where we'll talk about motherhood, healing, womanhood, and the realities we often don't share enough. I'm your host, Bumi, a first-time mom, a wife, and most especially a girl, finding a rhythm in the middle of motherhood, work, and everything in between. Today feels a little different because I'm joined by my husband. This isn't an interview, it's just a conversation, an honest reflection of becoming parents together.
It's not an interview.
No, it's not. How we changed us and who we are still becoming. Thank you for being here with me, baby.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Feels good to not be behind the camera, be right in front of it now.
So before we became parents, what did you think this season of life would be for us?
Well, I'd envisioned it, I would say. So I had a mental picture of how life was going to be. But how quickly I settled in, or we settled in, still somewhat a bit of surprise to me. But it's good. I prepared myself to not be surprised, but some parts of it still surprised me.
This man is a businessman. Everything is business with him. Pim. So, and when the baby actually arrived, what was the biggest shock for you?
Oh, GG. It was his weight. Because he had a regular sized belly. I mean, your belly protruded, but I didn't think it was going to be quite big. And it was 4.56 kg. Yeah. Big guy. So I was surprised. This was the first thing. Very first moment that we spent together, I was like, oh, young man, you're such a big baby. So his weight, I gotta say.
For me, I don't think I realized how much life will change overnight, not just practically, but emotionally and
Pretty much.
Yeah. I've shared my best story and C-section experience here, but I've never really asked you. What was that time like for you?
Pregnancy or birth?
Both.
Okay, the pregnancy side, because there was so many, and I'll keep the pregnancy side. I'll talk about the birth side. The pregnancy side, there were stories, but I'll keep that for my own personal amusement. Sometimes I go through old pictures. Remember when we went to the Adriatic in Montenegro? Yeah. And everywhere I was walking the whole resort, I was the only guy with a pregnant partner. So it was really looking on some days, but yeah. And the things you made me do, I'm not going to talk about the pregnancy, but the birth one. This moment I held your hand in the operating room then I was telling you about Isaiah 41:10 repeatedly. Fear not, because we're all scared and shaky, blood pressure spiking up and all of that. But yeah, just that short moments while I held your hand, it was like I was able to speak hope into the whole situation. So yeah, I cherish that moment. The pregnancy moment, chaotic. Yeah.
So was there a moment during the pregnancy or the birth that still stay with you?
In the active birth time or the whole birth period? Because I have stories.
Okay, was there like a moment that really just
That I
stayed
still
with
think
you?
about?
Yeah, I was still at NICU. So, the days at NICU, how it went. There was this day, I think it was our second day, we had gotten a space, he was there already. So I went there to talk to him, pray with him. And then I noticed this other guy. I think they had just come in. They had a baby there too. And then he came over after he saw me praying and talking to Gigi. And then he asked me, oh, how long have we been here? What's wrong? Then I told him why we were there. So he told me about his as well. So I went over to the son's, it was a boy as well. I went over to his own baby's little incubator. I think it was just this tiny, cute little boy. And in that period, it became not just for my child. I was just interceding for all the children.
Oh, yeah. When he's praying for every child in that place.
Please, God,
help all of these babies here, including my own child. I mean, of course, but yeah, because the staff at NICU, there's a way they all are. The ambience, it feels like God is in there. So that very day, yeah, it still stays with me. Kodri is his boy's name. Wherever he is now, he's doing real great. Because Gigi is right here.
I think sometimes we forget that our partners are processing fear, love, and the helplessness all at the same time. So sometimes it's not just about us; it's about them too. So do you think becoming parent changed our relationship?
Yes, it did. Decisions, first of all. Everything before now, we could pretty much plan our lives on the go. Well, now there's a lot of planning that goes into things. You have to actually plan. I remember the other day, we had to decide we had a decision to make. Let me just say that. And we had to think further forward. How was this going to be in another 25 years? We didn't used to think about that because, I mean, it was just us. This is trying to decide which of was it ISAS? Yeah, it was opening a junior ISA, and I'm a parent now, you know.
For me, I feel like I was learning how to be a mother while she's trying to be a wife. And sometimes those roles feel like they were competing with one another. I don't think I was prepared for how tired both of us were going to be, both emotionally and physically.
I think with a child, I mean, it's just a child. What does he know? But the amount of physical energy that you need to use to deal with a child becoming a toddler now, in our case, at the end of the night, it's just like there's so many things undone. Like, did I just breeze through the whole day? Did I not actually do anything? But then, what can we say? It's an intentional decision, so you have to just keep reminding yourself that. So in the moments where you feel tired, if you think about how you had to consciously do this, become a parent, choose to become a father, choose to become a mom, you just get that strength, like, all right, we go again.
No. There were days I was so exhausted that I didn't even recognize myself. And I think that
But I recognized you. You didn't change.
I think that tiredness made everything feel heavier. And one thing
At what point do we drink the wine? Can I take a sip? Thank you.
Take a seat. One thing I struggled with was how little time there was for us, for conversation and even for ourselves. Do you feel that shift too?
Yeah, but that's to say you have to create time to communicate. So no matter how little time we get to spend during the day, your lunchtime, my lunchtime, we still create that time to communicate. I think us being able to create time within our own life chasing has really helped us. So we get some more time to talk, and sometimes we pend conversations till the next time we have to talk. So in between, it's just no activities with the child here, there, work, this. It's good to have a routine, but then sometimes break away from the routine, have a little moment like this one. How many times I'm going to rewatch this episode. So creating time to communicate, I think it's been big for us and it's been helping.
I think there were moments we misunderstood each other, not because we didn't care, but because we were both stressed. Do you?
Yeah, misunderstanding. I'm the one that gets misunderstood all the time, but it still comes down to communicating, talking things through. I cannot always see things from your perspective, and in many cases you don't see things from my perspective. But me being able to break it down, tell you why I feel how I feel, or why I'm making this decision, or why I think this should be the way to go. If we can establish a middle ground, be coming from here, I'm coming from here. I think it's been one major key that kept the whole thing together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I needed support, but I didn't know how to ask. And sometimes I think you were trying, but we're just speaking different emotional languages at that time. And looking back now, I don't see failure. I see two people learning something completely different in real time. There's something I talk about a lot, the mental load. Things like planning, remembering, worrying. What does that mean to you now compared to before? Before we
You see, I mentioned
Planning earlier, still remembering. And I have to. You mentioned something in one of the episodes about journaling, putting things down. It's great. I just put sticky notes here and there, notes, set alarm notes on my phone. Just carried everywhere I go because I cannot remember everything.
I think it's not just
Things, activities, just okay. If they say this is mom's brain, there's a dad's brain. There is a dad's brain. I tell you, and you have to document things. Like now with Gigi, if you ask me what time did he eat, I need to go back and check what I was doing around what I wrote down. Oh yeah, he ate this time. Did he take his vitamins? Oh yeah, I forgot to give him his vitamins in the morning. Damn. Okay, now I have to do it. Things like that. Remembering is a challenge, but putting things down and setting priorities. I believe setting priorities is okay. So no matter what it is, X, Y, Z, these are the non-negotiables. They get done, and then the other things that I can, get a little leeway to forget, because being able to forget is sometimes a luxury because there's so much you're doing. So remembering, I say journaling, and then carrying my diary on the go, digital one on my phone. Say, yeah, do this at this time. What time did he eat? Mark this. He's in his wake window, he's in his sleep window. Now we need to get him to sleep now, otherwise he's not going to sleep later on. Things like that. So yeah.
Motherhood made me question who I was outside of being a mom. Does fatherhood did the same thing to you too?
No, not questioning who I am. I'm always going to remember that because it's important to carry my identity and see my son seeing me carrying my identity. So he knows, I'm raising a man, so I need to be a role model every day that I wake. But here's what I'll say. Being able to prioritize, again, is on top of the list for me. So there was this just recently. I had to quit my former workplace. We had a group chat for football. There was just one day I realized, wait, hold up. If I get injured, who's going to take care of my family? So I had to, there was a decision to be made between doing something that I found interesting, something that I loved, but then doing what is necessary. Because look, I get injured there. You know how it goes.
So fatherhood happened.
So in that moment, I just had to, you're somebody's father now. There are some decisions that are bigger than me now. So yeah, I have to remind myself a lot of times, you're dad now, you can't do that. You're dad now, you can't spend that. You gotta keep that. So yeah, I'm not I don't own myself, if I put it that way. I don't own myself, and there's two people that randomly at the back of my head that I have to think about them first, and then so but being able to still prioritize. Sometimes I need to do things to myself and then stand my ground, like, I gotta get this done. You guys wait, I'll do it next.
Yeah, and we wait, okay.
sometimes you don't. Yeah, for the record.
I've been thinking a lot about how we support each other, not just as parents, but as partner. And because somewhere along the way,
I think blood is not flowing this one again. So
we stop being just mom and dad, and we are still people with dreams, limits, energy, and tiredness. How do you think we support each other now, being parents?
I think by reminding ourselves to still do what we love doing. Take this podcast, for example. It was an idea written on paper, and then we're like, let's develop this into an actual strategy. How can we make this, since you're passionate about it? It gives you doing other things that you're passionate about, things you love doing, things you enjoy doing. I think finding time to still do them alongside being a parent, it helped us navigate through this whole, because you get days where you're like, wait, the only thing I can say I've achieved today is just being there for my child. on the personal level, things that I maybe said I was going to do XYZ this week, but it's Wednesday and I've realized, you know what, look, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. That sense of just welcoming the idea that, okay, it doesn't mean that I'm failing. I can still do these things later on. And when I feel that way, that, you know what, I should have done this, that, and then I relate it to you, and they're like, oh, we can still do it later. It's not that bad. It takes this pressure off your chest. And, okay, you know what, it's a shared burden now. So I said, sharing the burden, when it becomes too heavy, it's like you're carrying something and then you stick a big plank in between so someone can carry it on this side, the person can carry it on this, so that way the weight is equally distributed. Sometimes not equally, but you know, I can share, give you some of that burden. Yeah, makes it work in the end.
For me, feeling supported now looks like you taking
Now, I
my
think I need to
dreams
ask you this question.
seriously.
Just I'll hijack this interview at this point. So you tell me, because I've just told you mine.
That's what I'm trying to tell you now.
Cool.
So it's you taking my dream seriously, like this one, even when they don't look practical or immediate. It looks like no minion needing to shrink myself, just because I'm a parent or anything, and also not needing to justify when I am tired, knowing that you're there for me. And I think we've learned the balance. That balance does not mean everything is equal
I don't
every
even
day.
to make you. There's no need for it to make sense straight away.
Some season you carry more, sometimes you carry more, sometimes I do.
So I got
And
strength in my arms.
and I realized that rest is a part of the work and not something we earn after burning out. So I also want to say this for the record because it mattered. It matters. You've supported me with this podcast in ways people don't see. Most times when I'm getting ready, you are behind the scenes, setting things up, making sure everything looks right. Is the director, is the producer, is everything, checking the sound to make sure everything looks right. So that I can focus. And then you still make sure that our son is fine, is settled in while I'm recording. And that support, it means a lot to me than you probably realize, because it tells me that you believe in me, you believe in what I'm building, and not just you helping me. And thank you, baby. I love you.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe we should drink to that.
I love you. Yeah, let's drink.
I thought you weren't going to drink.
Let's drink to that. Thank you. And cheers to that too.
And there was a time you mentioned in one of the episodes, I was just behind the camera, I was laughing. You couldn't drink this.
Thank you. That's what nurture and also has come to mean for me. Nurturing who we are becoming, while still honoring the effort it takes to get there.
Yeah. Enjoying the journey.
Yes.
Pretty much.
So what do you admire about me now that you didn't fully see before motherhood?
I say you've become more patient. Patience in the holistic patience in every sense of the word. I think this stems from raising a child, because you know sometimes raising a child you need to activate your own inner child. Back when we were kids, we were very patient. You know, it comes from the knowledge of right and good. You become more patient, and this has rubbed off on me as well, because you know, if we think about decision making, you decide better, you execute better when everything is calm, when we're patient with each other. And it's not like before you wanted your answers like straight away. I'm like, baby, I don't have them. I have to think about this. You get to, I wouldn't say upset, but like, come on, can you not just give me an answer now?
I'm just a girl.
But ever since Gigi, the period, I think it was those first weeks after we gave birth to him, those first weeks, it taught both of us a great deal of lessons that you get to unpack it. You just get to a certain junction in life, living with a child, and you go, well, I think I learned this from then. So you still exhibit that virtue now, because patience is a virtue. So you become more patient, and I'm loving it. Keep being patient. Give me some time. Let me think. Let me ponder on things. Sometimes sleep on things and give you an answer. Give you a more cooked, refined answer. Yes, I'm just saying. Do more of it. Do more of it. So you become more patient.
So what would you say
Multi-plan.
to what would you say to couples who are trying to enter parenthood now?
Who are trying to enter parenthood.
Yeah,
So trying for a baby.
no, maybe already pregnant, trying, going to become a mother, going to become parents too.
Okay. This is not going to be a one size fits all advice. So let's start from newlyweds. Say about to try for a baby. Enjoy as much time together as you can. As much time together as you can before the baby comes. When the baby comes, put a pin in it. And for people that are already expecting, congratulations in advance. I hope everything goes well. When it comes to, okay, for the men now, because encourage your fans, the women, to watch it with their partners, because I'm in this one. For the men, I think what I say is make a mental note of things you're likely to see. Do not be surprised by some things you see. You just enter into it. No manuals. People tell you different things, but you start to experience things for yourself. So, expecting, congratulations in advance, like I said, make a mental note. Do not be surprised when you see certain things, because I guarantee you there will be a lot of new stuff you're going to see. Trying to. YouTube is not going to censor us for praying now. Release our faith with you all, and I pray that it comes. I pray it's safe, no complications, it stays, and yes, the final project, the baby. Some people say the only exciting thing about the whole pregnancy journey is the baby. That's their own school of thought. I'm not going to say anything on that because I didn't carry it, you did. So let's not veer away from the topic at hand. So for each of those categories, firstly, still about to try for a baby, enjoy all the alone time now, because when the baby is here. So yeah, there goes my advice.
When the baby is here, they'll still enjoy. Are you not enjoying?
Yes, I am. When the baby comes, there's a limit to the things you can do. There is a limit. There's a limit to the things you can do. That's just what I'm going to say. So, I mean, they'll experience it themselves. I wasn't given the detailed explanation of what that meant. So, it was just a phrase.
We are not perfect at this, but we are choosing to grow together. And if this season feel messy or unfamiliar for you, I hope this conversation reminds you that it is still meaningful. This is Nurture and also thank you for sitting with I and my baby today. We love you. I love you.
Yeah,
Bye.
send the check now.